guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia. Today I have a huge book haul for you guys. I had some discount codes and some gift cards, so I went ahead and bought some books. Gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Now with this book haul, since there's quite a lot of books and I really don't want this video to get too long, I won't be telling you too much about the books. I'll go as quickly as I can, and if I know anything at all in regards to the book, I will let you know what I know. Usually I buy books without knowing too much about the book itself. I like to just jump into the stories and be surprised. The first thing I want to show you are a couple of poetry collections that I actually ordered. This one's a very long time ago. I ordered 3 total and I received 1, and I don't know why these other 2 took so long to get to me. But anyway, since I now have them, I'll go ahead and just show them to you. The first one I'll show you is called The Exhibit, and this is by Laurie Eggert-Crowe. I think is creating stories for the individual items in the exhibit. I may be wrong on this, I don't know, but the cover is absolutely beautiful and it caught my attention, so I had to have it. The second one I already read, and I will let you know a little bit more about it on the wrap up for the month of February, and that one is A Fabulous Beast, and this is by Kain Gutowski. And I loved it. It's like a magical realism poetry collection, and it's about motherhood, both the positive and the negative aspects of motherhood. It was just very delightful. I really did enjoy it a lot. I also went ahead and bought me this beautiful adult coloring book, Secret Places, Adventures in Ink and Imagination. It is absolutely gorgeous. I saw the cover and I thought I need it in my life. I've mentioned before how I've been wanting to start drawing and coloring again. I will definitely keep you up to date with this one as I make some progress with it. I finally found my favorite poem in an illustrated edition, which makes me so happy. That would be The Pink Shoes, and this is a Spanish edition and it's by Martí, and it's my favorite poetry ever. I love it. I've been wanting to get my hands on this particular edition for so long. I couldn't find it anywhere, but thank goodness I found it. It is now in my possession. The illustrations inside are delightful. I can't wait to read it again because of course I read it as soon as I got it out of the bag. I went ahead and picked up the next book on the Old Men's series, which is The Human Division by Scalzi. I am loving this series, and is about war in space and an army based off old retired humans. Yes. Since it's been a hot minute since I got me a very good historical fiction book, I went ahead and picked up this one right here called Fever 1793. I believe it's about the yellow fever, and it's by Laurie Halse Anderson. I think it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to read it. I continue to grow on my poetry collection. I'm very excited about this. I got Dirty Pretty Things. This is by Michael Faudet. I believe he's the husband of Lang Leaf, and I love Lang Leaf's poetry, so if this is anything at all like hers, I know I'll like it, although I believe this is a much more adult kind of poetry, but we'll see. I also got The Darkest Child, and this is by Dolores Phillips. I've heard only amazing things about this story, so I don't have much to tell you other than I'm very, very excited to jump into this story. The next book I got, I would be extremely surprised if you have not heard about it by now, but I've been wanting to watch the movie for a very long time, but I told myself don't do it until you read the book. So here we are. I went ahead and got The Martian, and this is by Andy Weir. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your last name and every other last name in this book haul. I just don't know how to pronounce names. I'm sorry. Moving on, I do think this is going to be fantastic. I've heard so many good things about this story, and it's been a while since I've read a very, very good character-driven story with some comedy content in it as well. And I don't even know how the author managed to, in such a sad setup, add this humor. I can't wait to find out. I have to read this book soon. The last poetry book that I got this month is this one right here called A Brilliant Madness by Robert M. Drake. I think this is going to be phenomenal. I've heard fantastic things of his collections, and honestly they are so beautiful. Are you looking at this? This is gorgeous. Also, he has drawings inside and they are all fantastic. I think they go very well with the theme, and I think they're just absolutely breathtaking. It's very beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to get started with this collection here. I continue on with the search of the perfect nonfiction book. I am struggling with that goal. So far, the one that I read this month was not a favorite, but I've asked some of you for recommendations and some of my friends for recommendations, and these next two books are a couple that was very strongly recommended by everyone, so I think these are gonna be a success. The first one is this one right here, called The Disappearing Spoon and Other True Tales of Madness, Love, and the History of the World from the Periodic Table of the Elements. This is by Kean, and yeah, I can't wait to read it. I really hope that this is soon to become one of my first successful non-fiction books in the last couple of years. The other book is quite larger than I originally thought it was going to be. I didn't know it was going to be such a thick book, but I'm a little bit intimidated, although I know I want to read it and I hope to get to it soon. The book I'm talking about is 2666 by Roberto Bolaño. I got this one in Spanish just because if I can get the book in the language that it was originally written on, I will. So there you have it. It is a huge book and I honestly don't have a clue what this is about. I think it may be about different beliefs, different religions and stuff like that. The cover looks very interesting, so I hope the story is just as interesting, and like I said, these two books have been so recommended that I have very high hopes for them. I also picked up this book because it caught my attention. It's called Book of Night Women. This is by Marlon James. I believe it's about a girl who was born into slavery in Jamaica, and her along with other women create this club, and the club is basically planning to rebel against their racist times and something along the lines of that. It just sounds fascinating. It sounds very interesting. I can't wait to read it. I have very high hopes for this book. Then I got All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. I've been wanting to read this book for a little while now. I've had it in my TBR for some time and I found it at a very good price, so I just couldn't let it go. I don't remember anymore what this book was about because it's been so long since I've had it in my TBR that I just don't remember anymore. I think I'm really gonna like it. I'm very excited for it. I hope to start it soon. The next three books are all fantasy books. The Dark Elf series by R.A. Salvatore. This is Legacy of the Drow, and this is a collector's edition. It's got The Legacy, The Starless Night, Sage of Darkness, and Passage to Dawn. And it is massive. This writing inside is so teeny, itty, bitty, tiny. And there are seriously like 1,070 something pages. I mean, this is massive. I will probably end up reading one of the books at a time instead of trying to get through all of this at once because it is intimidating. But I enjoyed the Dark Elf trilogy so very much that I really wanted to continue on with this world and these characters. So hopefully this is the next one. There's another book as well that I ordered but I haven't received yet, and I don't know which of the two is supposed to go next in the story. I'll have to look into that. Anyways, here it is. The next two books are both by Sarah J. Maas. I got A Court of Thorns and Roses and I got Queen of Shadows. These two have both been very much anticipated. I'm enjoying the Throne of Glass series so very much. I just could not wait for them to release this cover in a paperback so that it can match the other books I have. So I ended up getting it in a hardcover. It is enormous. It's one of those situations where I really want to start it right away, but at the same time I want to expand it a little bit more because then I'll finish it and I'll have to wait until the next book comes out, and that's going to be torture. So I don't know if I'll start this one right away or if I'll wait a month or two just to give it some time. This one, however, I do hope to start soon because I'm very intrigued. It's a retelling of The Beauty and the Beast, and I absolutely love The Beauty and the Beast. So I'm very intrigued to learn how she changed the story. I'm very, very much looking forward to reading this book. There you have it. These are all the books that I've recently gotten my little hands on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon in another one. Bye!